Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I will be posting daily updates from the topics that caught my attention in the subreddit Superstonk on Reddit. Looking on the news from 12th of July, a first easy topic for the day would be revenue from the first day of the NFT marketplace on its first day, which had $1.74 million for the top 25 collections in its first day of beta. Really impressing numbers if the rumors of big companies are yet to drop, and considering we are still only seeing the beta version of what is to come. Since I still think we are just seeing the beginning of what is yet to come, I chose to highlight this post from _ not sure how he or she should be presented with that name. The comment talks about what is yet to come and some issues underneath she experienced with buying NFTs, which I also like since we are the beta testers.
A. Release the marketplace in beta with limited content. B. Let the media use its ammo to bash. C. Work out the existing kinks *, then work on the Android app. D. Release version 1.0 with Nike, Gucci, Adidas, 100 more company-branded products. E. Include music, TV shows and games. F. Take over the world.
Next up is a post discussing the marketplace with a screenshot from Adam B at Loopring, where he talks about what digital goods we will see being traded on the marketplace, like art, collectibles, game items, music and financial assets. For me, a nice confirmation of what we just discussed and for yesterday's video as well. We are still just seeing some of the products that will be available to us on the marketplace. Art, collectibles, game items and music would be enough for me personally to invest in GameStop and its marketplace, but I really like the addition of financial assets and that GameStop are also looking for an opportunity to join the financial markets through DeFi. I think Pornstar Virgin may be correct in his assessment that the financial assets referred to could be Ethereum and Loopring. Two financial assets currently available for trading through the NFT marketplace or GameStop's wallet. We should probably also take a look at the commenter Long Jumping College's link to a patent. The patent is a method for preventing front-running in digital asset transactions, what would be called payment for order flow, PFOF, in the financial markets, where retail investors keeps getting their transactions front-run by big corporations like Virtu or Citadel, and was the business model of trading platforms like Robinhood, who got exposed during the GameStop's January 28 sneeze. Interesting that GameStop's partner owned the patent for avoiding front-running with the use of blockchain technology. Next up is comments from Jerson and a forgettable username discussing an older post from Matt Finestone, the current head of blockchain at GameStop, which was then working for Loopring and is in regards to standardization of securities as tokens. A really long discussion, but I chose to highlight the second comment, since it had less of a technical language with regards to the crypto technology.
This part got my tits jacked way up. Claim 5, security tokens allow for rapid, instant settlement. This is a positive for private security trading to reduce uncertainty and counterparty risk. It even represents an improvement for public securities. Public equities typically settle T+2, so ownership of the stock actually changes hands 2 days after the trade was executed. Private securities can take much longer, on the order of weeks or months. The settlement systems are Byzantine, but they work. Moreover, sometimes the complicated mix of participants and time delays serves a purpose. Instances which necessitate extra time, such as reconciling securities which are being lent out, for short selling, etc. Even if a token trade can settle near instantly, papering of the transfer and ownership still exists in the real world, with the attendant delays, so what's the point? Analysis: the settlement system is highly complex, and blockchains could remove a lot of that. I'd posit that blockchains can do a much better job than previous tech, given the degree of certainty regarding transaction recording. Even if security token transmission can be reversed or forced transferred by a special admin account, it gives the necessary assurances to any party that something happened on a public chain. The legal transfer of ownership, as well as ancillary time delays, such as requiring GP approval to sell some private shares, etc., means time may still be needed in the real world. Blockchain can certainly squeeze this shorter, but perhaps keep it long enough to allow the legacy rules/players remain in place if needed. Finally, maybe blockchain settlement can really speed things up by virtue of having the token transfer automatically set the rest of the settlement wheels in motion, if other processes can also be sufficiently automated by smart contracts. I'm just a smooth brain, but I read this as no more perpetual FTD bullshit. You borrow a share, you have to give it back by the deadline.
Next up is a post also discussing the possibilities with the marketplace. Budget Tooth made a comment that the revenue from the existing marketplace is too small to make a real dent into GameStop's earnings. A completely valid point at the current iteration of the marketplace, but a harsh judgment in my opinion on day of a product in its beta. He is not wrong and raises a valid point too, with regards to the new thing effect, where people are really exciting about something on its release and then the interest and revenue falls over time. Comments on this posts were pretty centered, so I chose to highlight a response from Smith Monster.
Realistically, they are selling JPEGs, so doing well. Before you downvote, I think in the future those will just be souvenirs of how we got where we're going. The pics are not what NFTs are about, it's about actually owning anything digital, and everything is now digital. Imagine if Nintendo games as a child were an NFT, you would still have them. They wouldn't be scratched or lost. The book you bought last week you want to loan to a friend. 100x will be very easy given we ain't seen nothing yet.
The last post I am gonna discuss for the day is Suzanne Trimbath's tweet with regards to failure to delivers, FTDs, and the lack of transparency surrounding them. SEC complete lack of enforcement or understanding of their impact on the financial market. She wants a complete list of the total value of failure to delivers, the amount failed by each NSCC member and which brokers that are facilitating the practice. As always, in my opinion, Dr. Trimbath hits the nail on the head again with completely normal requests for a fair financial market. I chose to highlight a comment from Embarrassed Rip, who made a projection for a potential path forward.
So if I understand it right, an NFT-based marketplace would immediately show who sold, who bought, and have total transaction transparency. It would seem this format, scaled up, would eliminate the possibility of FTD by simply making it only possible to sell what you actually own/have legal rights to sell. This still sounds like a great replacement for the stock market to me. Make each share only its own NFT trackable item and limit the size of fractional shares to something manageable. If the vendor doesn't supply the goods, your transaction just doesn't go through. I think taking the company's shares out of the DTCC will be the real most moment. But if stocks start moving off the main exchanges to a GME-based wallet, we might actually see world improvements in our lifetime.
They are most afraid of that. And of everyone DRSing all shares they own in all companies. That's their worst nightmare.
Last comment thread of the day is discussing how hard it is to get access to financial information from these self-regulatory agencies who are supposed to protect the markets.
Fun fact, back in 2021 they used the same reach-around bullshit to claim they couldn't cough up the data when I put in my FOIA request. They said it would be back up in early 2022 and now they extended it even longer to 2023. It's clearly where the bodies are buried. If someone with big pockets can file another FOIA and afford the cost of producing the documents, it's within reach. But it's over 1 terabyte of documents. And they charge per page.
Fuck them. Citizens of the USA should have that available for free, right?
You can clearly see the, now ineffective, monetary barriers they put up to prevent common people from fighting back as individuals against their completely corrupt system now that all of the cards are on the table. But together we can topple this BS cuckfarm full of choderboating nard garglers once and for all. DRS yo shit.
And to end the day off, some of my favorite memes from the day. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.